Fixed income securities are financial instruments that represent loans or debt obligations. These securities pay fixed interest or coupon payments at regular intervals and have a predetermined maturity date, at which the principal amount is repaid. Here are some common types of fixed income securities and their associated risks. Treasury bonds. These are issued by the government to raise capital. They are considered the safest fixed income securities since they are backed by the full faith and credit of the government. Risks associated with treasury bonds are primarily related to interest rate changes, which can affect their market value. Corporate bonds. These are issued by corporations to raise funds for various purposes. Corporate bonds offer higher yields than treasury bonds but come with higher credit risk. The risk with corporate bonds includes the possibility of the issuer defaulting on interest payments or failing to repay the principal amount at maturity. Municipal bonds. Issued by state and local governments, municipal bonds are used to finance public projects. They come with tax advantages, as the interest income is often exempt from federal taxes and, in some cases, state and local taxes. The risks with municipal bonds involve changes in the issuer's financial health and the potential for default. Government agency bonds. These are debt securities issued by government-sponsored enterprises, GSEs, like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. They carry a higher credit risk than treasury bonds since they are not directly backed by the government. Mortgage-backed securities, MBS. MBS are created by bundling together a group of residential or commercial mortgages. Investors receive payments based on the interest and principal payments from the underlying mortgages. The main risks associated with MBS are prepayment risk, if borrowers repay their mortgages early, and credit risk, if borrowers default on their mortgages. Asset-backed securities, ABS. ABS are created by pooling together various types of assets, such as auto loans, credit card receivables, or student loans. The cash flows generated by these assets back the securities. The risks depend on the underlying assets and can include credit risk and prepayment risk. Certificates of deposit, CDS. CDS are time deposits offered by banks with fixed terms and interest rates. The main risk with CDS is inflation risk, which means that the purchasing power of the money invested may decrease over time if inflation outpaces the interest earned. Preferred stocks. Though not technically fixed income securities, preferred stocks share some characteristics. They offer fixed dividend payments, but the risk is that these dividends are not guaranteed and can be suspended or reduced by the issuing company. Risks associated with fixed income securities, in general, include interest rate risk. Changes in interest rates can affect the market value of fixed income securities. When interest rates rise, the value of existing fixed-rate securities typically falls, and vice versa. Credit risk. The risk of the issuer defaulting on interest payments or failing to repay the principal amount at maturity. Higher-yielding fixed income securities often come with higher credit risk. Inflation risk. Fixed income securities may not keep pace with inflation, leading to a decrease in real purchasing power over time. Prepayment risk applies to securities like MBS, where borrowers can repay their loans earlier than expected, impacting the cash flows to investors. Liquidity risk. Some fixed income securities may have limited liquidity in the secondary market, making it challenging to buy or sell them at desired prices. Call risk. Callable bonds can be redeemed by the issuer before the maturity date, which can lead to reinvestment risk for investors if the bond is called in a low-interest rate environment. Investors should carefully consider these risks before investing in fixed income securities and diversify their portfolios to manage risk effectively.